Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Bode George, who is a former national chairman of PDP, has sent another strong bombshell down to Tinubu's camp. Don't forget that these two guys have been quarreling for so long. It's almost a timeless vendetta between these two political giants in the Yoruba land. Both of them are still on the same issue, struggling on who will be a president of the country come 2023. And his bombshell revolves around the meeting that the former national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Chief B.C. Akande, and some party faithfuls like the former governor of Ogun State, Chief Shegun Osuba Tajudeen Olusi, and Dr. Obayomi Feni had with the president. We are yet to know the content of that meeting, but right now, as I'm talking to you, Bode had decided to talk to the president about that meeting, and for him, he said it's actually a fruitless meeting. Don't forget that these two people we are talking about, they have been quarreling for so long. It's the same Bode George that told Nigerians that Tinubu was actually not from Lagos State, and did make mention of how much money that Tinubu has taken away from Lagos State. He is the same person that has sworn that Tinubu will never be the president of Nigeria. I could still remember during that period of their saga, someone came up and said some very strong words to him, talking about Razak, and Razak came up and told us that Bode George, that he should not flee from Nigeria. He should stay back when Tinubu becomes the president. According to his word, I still can't forget those words, that he used. He said to Bode George, he said that you should better be around in Nigeria to enjoy robust governance and dividend of democracy under Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as president. That was advice he gave to, Bode George. And he went further to say again that Tinubu would not like any Nigerian, including Olabode George, to be left behind in the enjoyment that would be a continuation of President Muhammadu Buhari superb legacy. But I know that Razak is Lanre Razak, that's his name. Lanre Razak is actually one of the faithful loyalists to Tinubu. He said all of that then. But from all indication, Bode George is ready to fight this guy, Bola Tinubu, down just to make sure he doesn't test of presidency. Hear the words. Let me not take you too far. Just hear exact words that he had to tell President Muhammadu Buhari about Tinubu, and the warnings he had to send out to B.C. Akande and the rest who went for a meeting with the president, as Buhari. For him, he believes that gist or that meeting revolves around Tinubu being selected as the ticket bearer for APC. Listen to what Bode George had to say. Bode George, who is the former deputy national chairman of the People Democratic Party (PDP), had urged President Muhammadu Buhari not to fall for those who would eclipse the main issue, racking Lagos State in a needless, solicitous, self-image scheming in partisan engagement. Bode George also advised former governor of Osun State, B.C. Akande, not to engage in fruitless pleading session for a man who is fixated on a rap-pipe dream about governing Nigeria. According to his word, he said the visit of Chief B.C. Akande brings Tajudeen Olusi, Dr. Yomi Fini, and Chief Shegun Osoba to the seat of power in Abuja is needless, unnecessary, veiled in some poorly hidden agenda that is woven in apparently self-serving, ulterior, personalized desperation. It is easy to discern that the visit is stripped of any patriotic progression, lacking in balanced national leadership, void of a spirit of sacrifice and developmental vision. The very absence of Bola Tinubu from the Jamboree screamed to high heavens that the meeting itself is a covert placatory softening of the ground for Tinubu himself. I am pretty certain that in his very absence, Tinubu occupies the centrality of the discussion. Bode George, who is Atona Odwa of Yoruba land, in his message titled The Jamboree Visit to the Villa, My Birthday Offering, said that the very pivot of the Lagosian malady is the reckless, irresponsible misappropriation of the Lagosian Commonwealth by Tinubu. This much I have documented in several public interventions. This, I may add, contributed to the heightening scale of the disgruntlement and the anger of Yoruba, who made the Lekki toll gate the very symbol of their rejection of the politics of subjugation. I will advise Baba Akande, who governed Osun State with principle incorruptible leadership, to kindly help us drop off Bola Tinubu at Irabiji as he makes his way back to Ila Oragun, rather than engaging in fruitless pleading session for a man who is fixated on a rap pipe dream about governing Nigeria. He should pay restitution for the egregious stripping of the Lagosian coffers. Oh my God. This is really serious. A lot of rumbling is going on in the political atmosphere. A lot of thundering, a lot of lightning is going on. I tell you the whole truth based on what I have seen right now. The two guys, none of them really want to give up. But guess what? Despite all of this talk, one thing I have noticed is that Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu has not for any time, I don't know if it had happened, but I have watched over time, I've not really noticed him coming out to speak against Bode George. What I notice is that his loyalists are the ones that always, try to castigate Bode George and all of that. But this guy has never tried to do that. And just fairly recently, we saw what the former governor of Ekiti State had to say about Bode George, which a lot of people clamped down on him, and he was at I think at one meeting he was shamefully disgraced and asked to plead for forgiveness publicly. But outside his faithful, Bola Tinubu has not for once come out to face Bode George, despite all of this quarrel. But with what I have seen, Bode George is always very angry in the sense that he gives his reason for his anger with Bola Tinubu. He believes that Bola Tinubu actually emptied the coffers of Lagosians, and that he's still strategically positioning things to ensure that he stripped Lagosians of everything. He even had to go as far as telling Nigerians that Tinubu doesn't even have a family house, that he's not even from Lagos. But he is there squandering the wealth of Lagos, and has also sworn that he will not allow Bola Tinubu to become the president of Nigeria, no matter what Bola Tinubu does. And he has spoken again. Don't forget that the issue of zoning has become a very serious issue in APC right now. No one can say of the truth, it's Bola Tinubu that is going in as president of Nigeria, or it's going to be the flag bearer for APC, for presidency come 2023. Like in PDP, there's some level of certainty that is still going to be Atiku Abubakar. But for APC, they said it's an open contest. Anyone who plays his game well is going to be the one that will be selected to be the flag of the party come 2023 in the presidential poll. But this has topple a lot of things, because this wasn't the original agreement, though it was not documented, but this wasn't what they were expecting will happen, and it's getting them very, very vexed. And according to Bode George, we do not really know the content of the meeting between BC Kande and other party faithful with President Buhari. But with what we have seen, with what Bode George had to say, it clearly points to the fact that something is wrong somewhere. Tinubu has been overly quiet for a while now. He has not said anything, especially ever since this issue of NSAS came up and he was now the focus. You know, people were talking about him in Lagos State and all of that. He seems to be very quiet. But this issue of zoning has really shaken a lot of things. I feel that, I don't know, but from the way things are going, it's like Bisia Kande, based on what Bode Judge has said, actually went there to plead for a reconsideration of the agreement that they once had. But with what is going on, based on what the youth are saying, I don't think that opportunity will be avail Tinubu, which means that come 2023, no one is really sure if that party, APC, will be still as strong as it seems right now. I like to leave it there. Go to